I want to first thank Mesa County and particularly Commissioner Daniel for putting this together and hosting us. She's been a fierce advocate of the Colorado River and all of our major priorities in Western Colorado. Congressman Hurd has, since he announced, even before he announced his candidacy, had done more research on the Colorado River and understood more about Colorado River policy than any elected official I've ever worked with.
I thought energy law was complicated, but you water lawyers have us nothing.
Yeah, and the important thing here is the Colorado River is in a period of time where it's a significant crisis. We have eyes from outside of the state and from the eastern slope eyeing the river as they have for the last 100 years, but the gaze is getting much more intense. And their thoughts about how they might gain control of it are incredibly complex and interwoven. We as folks who live in the basin of origin, if you will, and in the location where the river begins, have a lot to worry about and to protect our way of life.
It speaks volumes how important water is to our community. And I look around the table and each one of you has contributed in so many ways to that conversation and to the efforts, especially around Shoshone. So thank you so much. Mesa County is honored to be with you in this fight to preserve this water. And I'm so thankful that you're here. And each one of you has a different perspective and expertise that I think is really valuable. So as our congressman goes back to DC, he can really articulate what it means to Western Slope. And that's why you're here. And we want to make sure that you have some space so you can share your concerns with the congressman. And we can really make that strong appeal to Washington to see why it's important, why the Shoshone, why the water is so important here on the Western Slope. And thank you, Congressman, for being here. Thanks for being such a fierce advocate for our water.
Thank you for coming. Water is life. Watching the Roller Dam documentary the other day. It'd be nothing but desert, barren desert, if it wasn't for the water. At this valve. And instead it is a beautiful oasis, and we need to continue to fight for our water. So thank you to Andy, thank you to Congressman for continuing to fight for our water here on the Western Slope. It's going to be a never-ending fight, but thank you. Appreciate everybody being here this morning.
The last thing I'd say is what Senator Catlin said is this is an opportunity for us to make history, and it's for the future of the West. And I think that's a great way to frame this and to think of it. And know that I'm committed to working with each and every one of you and on this issue and all the other infrastructure issues. I know we've got other B2E funding issues that we're working on, and seeing what we can do to invest in infrastructure that's vital to our economy, to our way of life, to food security in not just in Colorado, but in the West. And this is an investment that we're making in this river basin that's relied on by more than 40 million people.